iron and chains, black stone. Welcome to the crucible where souls are forged. Step into the furnace, walls drip obsidian. Shadows on the ceiling, whisper like a hymn. Molten hate rivers pouring down the track. Every gem screaming can't ever go back. Industry of torment, gears grind bone. Hammer meets soul in a fire unknown. Echoes of the teardrop, laughter in the steam. You're trapped in the nightmare, this ain't no dream. Black gem foundry, fire reads the light. Chains of eternity, forged in endless night. Springs in the anvils, pounding in my head. Rise from the darkness, or drown in molten red. Smoke-choked lungs can't breathe the flame. I see horror, can't call its name. Slaves of the forge, broken bleeding hands, crushed under weight of infernal commands. Metal meets marrow, sparks hit the ground. Every heartbeat, another wardrobe sound. You think you're free? No, you're bound to the core. The Foundry takes all, and always wants more. Fire! Fire! Down! Down! Gem of the void, claim your soul! Black gem foundry, fire reads the light. Chains of eternity, forged in endless night. Springs in the anvils, pounding in my head. Rise from the darkness, or drown in molten red. The forge is hungry, and it remembers your name. The forge is hungry, and it remembers your name. Gem foundry, fire reads the light. Chains of eternity, forged in endless night. Springs in the anvils, pounding in my head. Rise from the darkness, or drown in molten red. The forge is hungry, and it remembers your name.
Shadows breathing, steel is screaming. The dungeon wakes, and it's hungry for blood.
Walls made of fire, the torches ignite. Demons are watching from deep in the night. Steps on the stone, hear the echoes collide. You can't escape, no place to hide. Iron is grinding, chains start to shake. another blood splash. Eyes on the prize, but the prize is the pain. Forever enslaved in this endless chain. Still bites deeper, no mercy is shown. Your body is broken, the dungeon's your home. Fight if you dare, but the ending's the same. The chains of oblivion, remember your name. Chains, fire, drag me down into the fire. Chains of oblivion, binding me tight, forced in the shadows, consumed by the night. Voices are screaming, tearing my skin. No way to run now, the chains drag me in. The chains drag me in. The forge is eternal, and so is your pain. Forged in the shadows, consumed by the night. Forged in the shadows, consumed by the night. Voices are screaming, tearing my skin. No way to run now, the chains drag me in. Chains of oblivion, binding me tight, forced in the shadows, consumed by the night. Voices are screaming, tearing my skin. No way to run now, the chains drag me in. The forge is eternal, and so is your pain. The forge is your pain, and so is your pain. And so is your pain. Black Orange is eternal, it's your pain. Ashes, iron, chains, black stone. Welcome to the crucible where souls are forged. Step into the furnace, wall strip of city dead. Shadows on the silhouettes were like dead men. Molten hate rivers pouring down the track. Every gem screaming dead, never go back. And the same for the gift glide bone. Hammering soul in a fire unknown. Echoes of the tetra, laughter in the steam. You're trapped in the nightmare, this ain't no dream. Foundry, fire is the light. Chains of eternity forged in endless night. remembers your name. The word, a puddle. The sword, the forge is hungry, and it remembers your name. The forge is hungry, and it remembers your name. The forge is hungry, and it remembers your name.
Shadows breathing, still is screaming. The dark wakes, and is hungry for blood.
War made of fire, the torches ignite. Demons are watching from deep in the night. From the stone, hear the echoes collide. You can't escape, no place to hide. Iron is drying and chains start to shake. Every heartbeat, another soul breaks. Fear calls and pulls from within. You bleed for the forge and the sins of your kin. Chains of oblivion binding me tight. Forged in the shadows, consumed by the night. Voices are screaming, tearing my skin. No way to run, now the chains drag me in. Smoke in my lungs, a choke on the ash. Every step forward's another blood splash. Eyes on the prize, but the prize is the pain. Forever enslaved in this endless chain. Steel bites deeper, no mercy is shown. Your body is broken, the dungeon's your home. Fight it to death, but the ending's the same. The chains of oblivion remember your name. Chains, fire, drag me down into the fire. Wall raid. Such again. Feel the fire, the torches ignite. Demons are watching from deep in the night. Steps on the stone, hear the echoes collide. You can't escape, no place to hide. Iron is drying and chains start to shake. Every heartbeat, another soul breaks. Oblivion calls, it pulls from within. You bleed for the forge and the sins of your kin. Chains of oblivion, winding me tight. Forged in the shadows, so I cannot. Voices are screaming, tearing my skin. I'm ready to run now, no way to run now. The chains drag me in. No right to run now, the chains drag me in. The forge is eternal, and so is her pain.
Forge is eternal, and so is your pain. The forge is eternal, and so is your pain. The forge is eternal, and so is your pain. The forge is your pain. Pain. will crawl.
Drums of the deep keep pounding my brain. Hammers of chaos keep ringing my name. Black smoke rising, choking the skies. Every breath taken, another soul dies. Shadows from the edge, rock crawling the floor. Scratching the walls, demanding for more. Ash in my veins and iron in my skin. The dungeon won't end, it drags me back in. Ash and iron, force and flame. Ash and iron, crush my name. Ash and iron, chains ignite. Ash and iron, born to fight. Cinder and sorrow, the forge never sleeps. Souls in the furnace are burning in heaps. Steps on the stone, the echoes are near. The voice of the dungeon is all that I hear. Steel cuts deeper, the chains won't break. Every strike taken is more than I take. Ash to the ashes, fire to bone. The dungeon consumes and I'm never alone. Ash, 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 iron, iron. Fire climbs the broken spine. Ash and iron, force and flame. Ash and iron, curse my name. Ash and iron, chains ignite. Ash and iron, born to fight. The dungeon remembers, and it feeds on the lost. Ash and iron, forged in flame. Ash and iron, curse my name. Ash and iron, chains ignite. Ash and iron, born to fight. Ash and iron, forged in flame. Ash and iron, curse my name. Ash and iron, chains ignite. Ash and iron, born to fight. The dungeon remembers, and it feeds on the lost. The dungeon remembers, and it feeds on the lost. Souls in the furnace are burning in heaps. Steps on the stone, the echoes are near. The voice of the dungeon is all that I hear. Steel cuts deeper, the chains won't break. Every strike taken is more than I take. Ash to the ashes, fire to bone. The dungeon consumes and I'm never alone. Ash, ash, iron, iron, fire.